about 3 years old, my father overdosed in a local public train station, and they found me. They couldn't find my mother. My grandparents had literally just relocated to the UK, so they just couldn't get hold of any family. So I went, into the nearest foster care house, which happened to, just be like 20 minutes away from the train station.
So thanks, Harmony, for coming on our Leaving Care podcast today. And to our listeners, if you like our content, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. That would be really helpful to get the word out about our...
Like and subscribe. I'm thinking it's about there,
okay.
But they might reverse it. Okay.
So, Harmony, just so that our listeners can get to know you a little bit more, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm a store manager at the moment at a popular retail chain. I live in Melbourne, Victoria at the moment, and I'm 26, and it's just me and the kitty cat at the moment, just hanging out.
Beautiful. And your cat's got like the privileges of high, like she's on a nice little high floor. I don't know what you call them. My mum used to have them. What do they call it?
Cat tower. It's taller than me.
Yeah, they love clawing the heck out of it. It's true.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, Harmony. And I guess that we're Leaving Care podcast with Lee and Brendan. So we're going to be talking about your care journey and other young people. But in your life in care, can you tell us a little bit about why you entered the care system?
So basically since birth, there was notifications about me. My family had already been previously involved with community services with my older sister. So basically day one, I was born with multiple drugs in my system. I was actually taken out of the NICU unit 7 days early, and actually I was reported as a missing person. So my name actually was changed for about 2 to 3 years. I went under different aliases, and about 6 months I was taken away for about 2 weeks. I was given back, and then I think at about 3 years old, my father overdosed in a local public train station, and they found me. They couldn't find my mother. My grandparents had literally just relocated to the UK, so they just couldn't get hold of any family. So I went, into the nearest foster care house, which happened to, just be like 20 minutes away from the train station. And then, fast forward 5 years, I ended up actually just staying with that woman for 14 years because my family, by the time I was about 5, I was made a ward of the state because my family were given multiple opportunities to actually get me back. Me and another girl in New South Wales were actually a trial where on a Friday they would leave us, come back on a Monday and pick us back up. No, nothing. They wouldn't call. There was no supervision, nothing. They were trying to reintegrate me back by just leaving me with them. But I came back with too many bruises and broken noses, so that was just it's done. And then by the time I was 5, I was just made a ward, and I stayed with one family for 14 years, which I still consider, that's my mum, but I understand that I have a biological family as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just the brief.
Yeah, that's a brief. Harmony, thank you for sharing such a personal story of your care experience and just your journey at such a young age. And wow, it's pretty full on what happened to you and how you're still here. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I guess that too, with that journey of being left in their care and no one checking up, that stands out to me as a complete disservice to you. Completely. Yeah. Wow. And your mum, your foster mum, you're in touch with her a lot?
So I was with her until I was about 14, but I was struggling a lot for mental health. Being a typical teenager, she didn't really know how to deal with it. So they ended up moving me on, and we lost her at about 82. So she was quite elderly. So I lost her about 6-7 years ago now. So
yeah. Wow,
that's hard. Yeah.
And I'm just going to put a caveat in there, like if young people are hearing this for the first time, and if they get triggered in any way, which is normal sometimes for certain parts of people's stories, if you want to reach out to Kids Helpline, we're going to put it in the session notes as well, or Headspace. That's okay, because we're sharing this story for a reason. And Harmony, thank you for your bravery in sharing, the truth of your story, because that's powerful. So
yeah, it was good to hear about you were able to stay with that same foster family for 14 years. You mentioned which gave some sort of stability to you. I mean, it's not the same, but at least it gave you some sort of stability. So which is great, because there's such a need. There's such a need for foster carers.
And she was absolutely amazing. Like, she had fostered over 200 kids in her time. Wow. She had 5 of her own, and 6 of her own. Ended up adopting another boy. Like, absolutely amazing. Like, and when I was removed, they actually were in the process. She was trying to adopt me at the time. Like, I had her name throughout my entire life. Like, and I'm actually in the process of applying to change my name back to her name at the moment. So I always consider her, part of my family, but I understand that, it wasn't the best environment, because she didn't understand what my mental health needs were. And being very old-fashioned, there was sort of a little bit of corporal punishment there, and it was crossing boundaries where it just wasn't okay anymore. So, but as now that I'm older, I understand. But when I was younger, I just thought I wasn't wanted again, and that triggered a lot of abandonment issues again.